Hello friends, this is Durga again from ITversity, a one-stop shop to learn all the technologies. At this time we are talking about HDP Certified Developer or HDPCD certification exam. So as part of this video I will start showing you how to use the practice exam lab and complete the practice exam as part of the preparation for the certification. So to work on the practice exam, first you need to set up the environment, which I have already showcased in this playlist, Hadoop certifications HDP certified developer no Java, and this is the video to set up the practice exam on AWS. Once you have the environment, once you start, it will look like this. It should be in running and all the checks should be passed, and then you have to launch the VNC viewer. This is the IP address which you have to use, and port number should be 5901. So you have to give both the IP address as well as the port number to connect to the practice exam. You can hit continue, and here the password should be Hadoop. Hit enter and it will take you to the practice exam. So as part of this video I will also tell you what the exam overview is, and also so you can see the exam overview file, and if you open, it will give the details. So it is saying the machine you are on now is referred to as the client machine in the task instructions. It is an Ubuntu instance configured as an edge node that connects to a Hortonworks data platform 2.2 cluster. In this case, the practice exam is 2.2 cluster, but in certification exam, whatever they have published as part of the curriculum, they will give that one. Okay, you are currently logged in as the Horton user. So when you log in using that VNC and passing the password, it by default connects using Horton, and you have to perform all the tasks on this client machine as the Horton user. The HDP 2.2 cluster consists of a single node named name node. You can SSH from this client machine to name node as the root user. So if you want to connect to the name node, you can do that by using this one. So there is a machine called name node on which the HDP 2.2 cluster is running. So you can open the terminal like this, and then you can say SSH root at name node, and the password is Hadoop. There is a typo. Hadoop. Okay, and if you want to access the services on that node, you can launch Ambari, and you can see whether the services are up and running or not. Okay, so here the password should be admin and admin, and it will launch, and you can see all the instances are up and running. Everything is green. So it has HDFS, it has yarn or MapReduce, it has pig, hive, scoop, and flume. Even though it doesn't show here, it should have flume also. Okay, we can validate by running flume -ng command. So it doesn't have flume actually. So except flume, everything else is there. So in this practice exam, they didn't cover the flume. Okay, and also when you open the browser, you can see the documentation for each of the topics which are important for the certification as bookmarks. So there is hive, pig, flume, scoop, etc. So once you click on these things, you can so this information can be accessible as part of the certification also, at the time of the certification also. Okay, and then let us go to the exam overview. So they are saying you have very limited internet access. You are only allowed to view the documentation for Hadoop, Pig, Hive, Scoop and Flume. Shortcut to these docs are on the desktop. And also you need to make sure you have good internet access when you connect to the certification exam. If the internet access is not good, all the actions will become very slow. For example, in this case, if I scroll, already I have clicked on this page, on this terminal, and it took few seconds to just launch the terminal instead of coming back instantly, because I don't have very good internet at this time. And also now if I click, I have already clicked on the gedit and it took few seconds. So make sure from wherever you are giving the exam, you have very good internet access. There is also a shortcut to Ambari on the desktop. Both the username and password to log in to Ambari is admin, which I have already shown. If HDP service is not running, then you have to run the script which is under home hotan. So now again I am going to terminal, and if you do ls-ltr under the home directory, if you are not in the home directory, just run cd, it will take you to the home directory, and there is a script called start all services. So you can run using tilde, which represents home directory, and then start all services.sh. It will submit a REST API call to actually start the cluster if it is not up and running. Okay, now that's the exam overview. First you need to understand the overview about how the environment is at the time of the certification. Once it is done, then you have to open the exam tasks. So this is just introduction video, so I will not start working on any tasks, but I will explain and I will try to show you how those tasks will look like. So for exam tasks, again go to the desktop here, minimize all the windows. Make sure if your VNC viewer is actually extending beyond the limits of your screen, then you have to use these bars to move your desktop to get the actual icons. So for example, when you log in, it will look like this, and you don't see the exam directory or the taskbar at the bottom. For that reason, you have to move this toolbar down, and then you can see the exam folder here. So your exam questions will be under this directory. You can click on exam tasks, and it will look like this. Okay, so the first one is import a file into HDFS, second one is a pig task, third one is also pig task, fourth one is Hive, fifth one is hcatalog with the pig. So already 3 pig and 1 Hive and 1 HDFS 5, and again this is Hive, so 2 Hive, again this is Hive, 3 Hive, 3 pig so far, this is Hive, 4 Hive, 3 pig, this is Hive. So there are 5 questions on Hive, 3 questions on pig, 1 question on HDFS, and 1 question on scoop, which is 10 questions. So there could be around 7 to 10 questions as part of the certification exam. I think they didn't give the exact details how many questions you can expect. Let us see if they have any information. They only gave exam objectives here. Practice exam, exam data sheet. Yeah, they didn't actually give how many questions will be there. So there could be anywhere between 7 to 10 questions as per my knowledge, but I might be incorrect also. Definitely there will be more than 7 questions, and most likely it will be between 7 to 10. Okay, and as part of this practice exam, we have 5 questions on Hive, 3 questions on pig, 1 on HDFS, and 1 on scoop. And one more thing which you need to keep in mind is these questions are interrelated. So you cannot just skip one question and go to the next question. For example, the first question is importing a file into HDFS. You need to create this directory called user hot and flight delays, and then there is a data set in the home directory, home hot-run datasets flight delays. So if you go here, go to terminal, cd datasets flight delays, and if you do ls minus ltr, there are 5 files, and they are asking to copy the flight delay files into this location. Okay, and if you look at the second question, now they are saying notice the comma separated values of the flight delays in HDFS. So already they are assuming that you have completed the first task, which creates this directory. Until this is done, you will not have the directory. So this question is highly dependent on this one. Without completing the first one, you cannot answer the second one, and if you miss the first one, you might miss the almost the entire exam. So you have to be extremely careful before skipping the question. You need to understand the dependencies. So that being said, this is all about the environment. We will start working on one task at a time going forward in several videos, and we will see how we can accomplish this practice exam. And also I will try to give some good tips which you can leverage at the time of certification exam, which can save time and can be stress buster while giving the exam. That being said, I hope you are enjoying the content on the channel. If you like this video, please click on the like button. If you want to provide the feedback, please use the comment section of the video. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. You will get to see a lot more content like this over time. And if you want to discuss further about certifications or big data, please join my LinkedIn groups such as ITversity-Big Data or ITversity-Certifications. That being said, thank you. Bye.